Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to attempt to make like skirted overalls. Some people call these jumpers, some people call them pinafores. We have overall day coming up at school and I don't own any overalls and I'm not going to go buy overalls, and I happen to have some denim in my stash, so we're going to try and make overalls with a skirt instead. I found like a description of how to do it online, and we're gonna see how it works. I don't have a pattern, so wish me luck. Okay, so basically I'm just kind of trying to figure out like my pattern here, how big I actually want this to be. Little stressed that this isn't gonna fit, but this is what we're cutting and fingers crossed it works. So I cut that one out. I like the way the top was. I'm gonna make the bottom just like 2 extra inches bigger, I think, to give me a little bit more breathing room. So I'm gonna cut a second time.
What you doing? Hello. Big stretch. Do you want me to stop sewing? Yes. Do you want me to stop sewing? Is the answer yes, Mommy? Please stop sewing. Baby, you good girl. Come here.
So it's kind of hard to see, but this is kind of what we're working with. It's a little big, or it will be a little big, but like there is such a thing as seam allowance. So we're getting there. This is the fabric that I'm going to use for the straps. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Need to go, girl.
All of my pieces have been cut out, so now we're gonna try and put it together and see what happens.
Hey, baby.
Okay, so then I turned it inside out. Oops, so then I turned it inside out and the lining is now attached to the denim. So now I'll do the other one and then it's time to add the pockets and the straps. This is the thread that I'm using. I think it's a nice contrast to the dark fabric. I have no idea where I got it. It was just like sitting around my thing of thread. Like it's just sitting there. And it's a little thick, but I don't know, I think it looks good, so we're gonna keep using it. I think all I have left is to hem and then put on the decorative touches. Like I got some buttons I'm gonna put on the straps, and I think then I'll be done. Alright, so while you watch these clips of me trying to figure out my camera and camera angles, I wanted to tell you about what I actually ended up doing because I lost a ton of footage, which is really, really frustrating. But basically, the entire pair of overalls ended up being way too big at the hips, so I had to pin it all on myself, and then I had to sew that seam shut on both sides, and then basically I ended up probably cutting like right next to my hips about 1.5 inches off, and then when it came in to taper it towards my waist, I probably cut off a good like 4 inches. Alright, well, here it is. I would say that considering I made this in one day, I'm very happy. I also had no pattern, so I'm also very happy about that. And this is probably like the best fitting overall type garment I have ever had. Things that I would fix maybe later on when I have more time to do so. There's like a little bit of awkward like stuff like on the sides, because it's really hard to pin and take stuff in on yourself when you don't have like a dress form or anything. So I would fix that. And then the other thing I would fix is probably this dart in the back. I added the dart because it was just way too big here and I had a lot of gapping. But I'm not very good at darts, so I would probably fix that. But other than that, I'm really, really happy with how it came out. I like my pocket. I really like the pocket. I think it's really cute. And I just added some buttons because I thought it looked silly without buttons. Oh, the other thing I would add if I were to do this again would be pockets. I should have added pockets to begin with, but the instructions that I found online didn't include pockets. My complaint about the instructions online were basically the instructions online give you like the basic idea of how to do it, which makes sense, but the proportions are very off for someone who has any sort of curve to them. Yeah, so this is something I'm definitely gonna wear again, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hi, do you wanna say hi? Come here. Come here. Say hi, come here. Oh, good girl.